Hi everybody, this is Ospreyeye from MyChartCoach.com, and in this video we're going to take a look at the energy sector. There's a lot of stocks that are running right now in the energy sector. There's a bunch of penny stocks that are super hot and in play. So we're going to go down the list here really quick just to show you stocks that are currently in play and running. And keep in mind that all the stocks that I'm getting ready to show you, these are stocks that we've already covered before. We were on this on the start of the run. So if you're not in our chat and you're not checking out the website, you're missing out. So first up is WTI. Notice it's very overbought on RSI and Fasto at 89 on RSI, 99 on Fasto. This has been filling the jar. Look at this epic run. Okay, so we alerted WTI back here on the 12th when it closed above the 50-day simple moving average. That's the green line currently at 208. You can't see it very well, but that was the start of the run back on the 12th, and then it's just been running ever since. It had the one pause day here, but it kept going. Notice how it stayed above EMA4, that pink line, the entire time. That's at 299. Once there's a close below that level, that'll be your signal that the chart is cooling down, and then you could look for a reload lower, possibly off of EMA8. Notice that the jar has now been filled back to this prior resistance level. This is January resistance back here. Notice it also hit in back here in December, and so there was a double top back there about at around 325, 330, and so that level's being hit right now. So now that the jar has filled, this could be the climax of the current run. It's going to need to break that level to get high, to head higher, and then you can see up here the high of day spikes are up here above 340 from back on the previous run. So if it does break that 325, 330 resistance, look for resistance between 340 and 345. Okay, so really sweet run for WTI. Congrats everyone. So take a look at GST. This is the chart that we posted yesterday. This was a really nice move, big follow through today. We were all over this on the break above the 50-day simple moving average. So this candle right here closed above the green line, currently at 70 cents, and that close above resistance was signaling to us more upside potential. Very nice follow through today. That's what we wanted to see. Notice that the gap back here finally filled today when the candle hit this red line here that filled the gap, and then the high of day came up and hit our next target, which is the 100-day simple moving average at 874, and so it needs to close above that level to head higher. If it does, then it could make a run up to dollar land and test this 300-day simple moving average at 115. Fail to break the 100-day simple moving average, it could consolidate, and you could see that 50-day simple moving average tested, just like WTI. Notice how it was riding that pink line higher. You just keep riding if you're a swing trader. Notice how this has been riding EMA4 support ever since this close on the 12th, exactly like WTI. We put out alerts on all these plays, and really you could have just loaded back here when we alerted them on the second week of September and still been riding for the swing trade. As long as the candles are forming above EMA4 and you're a swing trader, there's no reason to sell. The chart is super bullish, so keep that in mind as it's pushing higher. Unless you're taking profits, it never hurts to lock in gains. If you look here, this is the website, mychartcoach.com. This is the post from yesterday. You can see here that the technical analysis that was posted on the stock. That's what we do. And then you could see here the chart, and then there's a link, and you can see the follow through. So yeah, so you could check it out at mychartcoach.com if you want to see some more information on learning how to trade using charts and technical analysis. Okay, so check out DNR. Okay, this stock made a really nice close yesterday above the 50-day simple moving average. We put out alerts that level was breaking intraday. When we alerted DNR, it was at like 126. So now it's made a nice move higher. It's up another 11 cents from that level. What we want to see is a close above the 100-day simple moving average at 142. That's the next key level to break. Once again, as long as support is holding, the signal is to keep riding. Let's look at MCEP. Notice how RSI is only at 59, so this stock has room to run until overbought levels. All right, so MCEP. Notice what we said about the stocks previously about the close above the 50-day simple moving average and how that was the catalyst for the move higher. Well, here's a good one for you. This is just starting. This is breaking the 50-day simple moving average at 110 intraday. That green line. If it can close above that level, notice how it fell failed to close above that level before. If it can close above it today, that should be the signal that it's ready to head higher. Our next target is going to be the 100-day simple moving average at 139. Notice the PSAR bull flip. Notice the bull cross on MACD, and then how it was pinched, and the MACD line's pulling away from the signal line. This is all heating up like the previous charts. What we do is we find stocks that are running, and then we look for the laggards. MCEP is a laggard, and it looks like it wants to follow through and chase up, catch up to its peers in the sector. Okay, look at NOG. Okay, here it's at 65 on RSI, so it's not quite at overbought levels. Same setup. Look what we have here. Notice how it had been failing to hold middle Bollinger Band support. That's this dotted purple line, which is also the 20-day simple moving average, and the share price kept dropping. Well, yesterday there was a close above the 20-day simple moving average after closing above on Friday, and so that signaled more upside. What we're looking for is a close above the 50-day simple moving average. It looks like that could happen today at 98. As long as that level holds, we could see a run up here to the 100-day simple moving average at 129. That is the next target if the 50-day simple moving average holds. Another chart that is setting up and looks like it wants to push higher. Okay, let's look at EVEP, currently at 68 on RSI. Okay, this had, it broke above the middle Bollinger Band and got a new uptrend going in the first week of September, and then back in the second week of September, it closed above the 50-day simple moving average. And then notice how it took several days for that level to turn into support. And keep that in mind. That could happen to the other plays as well. They might consolidate. As long as they hold that level, they're still in play. And then notice how now it's finally pushing higher. What we want to see is a close above this 100-day simple moving average at 676. That should signal more upside potential. Okay, look at EPE. Here it is. Just like we said about the other plays and the close above the 50-day simple moving average. Well, EPE closed above the 50-day simple moving average yesterday. Notice how the last close above that level was way back here in June. Well, look at today. Big follow through. That's exactly what the bulls wanted to see. Keep in mind there is a small gap between high of day yesterday and low of day today that is not filled. It needs to get above the 100-day simple moving average at 361 to head higher. Okay, so check out LGCY. Similar setup. We put out alerts that it was breaking this 50-day simple moving average back here in the second week of September, and then it did again. It closed above on the 18th, and then now today it's going for a close above the 100-day simple moving average at 148. If that level turns into support, you could see a run back up here to this 178 to 186 level, the 200 and 300-day simple moving averages. Okay, now take a look at REXX. This is a thinly traded stock. It used to be a ticker that people talked a lot about. It's kind of not mentioned too much lately. It's got very low volume. Notice how it did close above the middle Bollinger Band last week. That sparked our attention. It did pull back. Well, now it's back above the middle Bollinger Band today. Okay, so we're looking for that level to turn into support, and we want to see it close above the 50-day simple moving average at 250. If the middle Bollinger Band holds down here at 225, and then there's a break above the 50-day simple moving average, you could get a run up here to the 100-day simple moving average at 290. And then let's look at ECR. This stock is in the process of pushing higher above several moving averages. Notice here how the 100, the 200, and the 50-day simple moving average all converged with the 13, 8, and 4 EMAs. So you've got 6 moving averages here. All have converged at in the same zone. Okay, so they're all right here in the same zone. Basically, you have to stay above 250, and you don't want to drop below 240. And then to the upside, the last level to break is this 300-day simple moving average at 269. If it can break above that level and turn it into support, that could finally signal that ECR is ready to head higher. Notice back here when it got above that level in July, it failed to hold and it pulled back. So if it turns into support, that will be a bullish change in trend. And so all the plays that I've shown you are in the energy sector. And then I'm going to give you one marine transportation stock, RLOG. We've been watching this thing forever. It's trending sideways, it seems like forever. For the last couple months, it's formed this really tight channel. Notice the Bollinger Bands are super tight. And then today it's trying to close above that 50-day simple moving average at middle Bollinger Band, currently at 28. So if it can stay above 28 and break above 30, this thing could get going and run up to the 100-day simple moving average at 38. Volume is super low. Keep an eye out for a volume spike. Okay, thank you very much for viewing this energy sector video. If you'd like to learn more about charts and technical analysis, check us out at MyChartCoach.com and our YouTube channel at MyChartCoach.com. Thank you.